he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. And here now come the Falcons. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how your guy's going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. Halfback sent in motion. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He's got Sanu. They get 31 yards that time. And the Falcons are going to get a first.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. In the red zone this time. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu from 13 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Hey, don't forget, by the way, as I go off on a tangent here for a second, that we got the Pro Bowl coming up in Orlando on January 28th, so that'll be something.
I do like the fact that they play it the week before the Super Bowl now, as opposed to after it's all over, because I think that for the guys who didn't make the Super Bowl, it's a big consolation prize, and I think we're getting better play in the Pro Bowl as a result. Those guys come to play, and they're excited about the whole event.
Yeah, and it was a little closer last year. It had kind of gotten to the 60 to 45 out of hand, but yeah, I think you're right. It was a little bit more competitive.
It was, and I was really happy they went back to AFC versus NFC instead of that draft thing they had for a few seasons.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Here we go.
To throw is Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Switch. Let's go.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And this one is right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
And some space here. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Back to throw, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go play action here on first down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Here's Watson. You got the big lead defensively. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Bernardrick McKinney. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Andre Howe. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they thought, like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Tack McKinley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Watson now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant. Runs through the and nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by